How to get search engine rankings, dominate search engines, and get high-quality web visitors with social media marketing. First, a few reasons why video works so well online. Over 10 billion videos were watched in the United States in the month of December 2007. Well over half of all web traffic is video right now. 141 million Americans viewed online video in December of 2007, and video listings show up in all search engines and Google in as little as 10 minutes. So if you submit a video to YouTube or one of the other leading video services out there, your video is going to get included in the main organic search engines quickly. And with over 1 billion internet-connected users worldwide and over 2.2 billion mobile phone users and over 500,000 portable media gadgets out there, video will continue to become the dominant way people communicate online. Now, what you're looking at right now is a series of some of the most powerful and active social media websites online today. And in a moment, you'll understand why they're so important to us. So the secret to getting massive media distribution and attention is, first of all, you take your video, whatever it is, and what you want to do is you want to put it on as many video sites as you possibly can. Now, there's about 35 key video sites that are really important. Of course, we've heard of YouTube and Google Video and Yahoo Video, but there's a whole bunch of other ones that do get scraped and show up in Google, MSN, and Yahoo very rapidly. Next, you want to notify as many social bookmarking sites when your videos are online. And of course, put those on social networks too. And then you'd want to take your content, your video, and put it on as many blogs as possible. And then turn your video into a podcast and notify as many podcast directories as possible too. The net result is the search engines will find your material and your stuff is going to show up very, very rapidly. In fact, it is not uncommon to be able to dominate a search engine keyword phrase in less than 24 hours. Now, there is a tool out there that allows you to do this very quickly. It's called Traffic Geyser. And if you had to upload an index and manually notify all of these services by hand, it could take you as long as a week just to distribute a single video. Traffic Geyser actually does all that in about 5 minutes. Here's how it works. Instead of uploading to all these individual sites manually, you just take your video, you put it up on Traffic Geyser once. It goes out, uploads it to over 35 video sites, over a dozen social bookmarking sites, several social networks, as many user WordPress blogs as you want. It converts then that blog entry into something and it notifies the social bookmarking sites that that blog post exists. Next, it will turn your content into a podcast and then notify over a dozen podcast directories. Now, what you want to do is send that to some kind of an opt-in page, a lead page ideally, which then you'd be capturing customers and you'd put them in a marketing funnel so you could follow up with them automatically with video, audio, email, and even direct mail. Well, that's what Traffic Geyser does. It manages this entire process all in one place. Now, the other thing that Traffic Geyser does is it will take your media and it will transcode it or actually make additional copies of it so you can submit that same media multiple times but with different keyword phrases so your content will be seen. Now, there aren't any search engines that actually review or actually view the video itself and pay attention to what the content is. It's up to you to name it using keywords that people are searching for. Well, if someone is searching for home for sale in San Diego and you label your video as real estate San Diego, that video is not going to be found. So what you want to do is you want to submit it multiple times. So Traffic Geyser will transcode your video and then notify all those different networks that we talked about earlier with your media. Again, with the intention of sending that person to a squeeze page or an opt-in page, and finally to the site where you're going to take orders. So, what will it do for you? Well, number one, you'd get massive immediate exposure and distribution. If you just had 20 videos and it went out to all these different sites and you multiplied it by retranscoding automatically, you'd have over 5,000 outbound objects on the net in a matter of minutes. And that means it's going out to videos, social bookmarking, social networking, podcasts, and podcast directories very rapidly. The next thing it's going to do for you is help you build your list very, very rapidly. Traffic Geyser actually has a lead page generator built in so you can capture names automatically. And by putting your videos out there, it establishes you as a credible expert and authority, which educates, informs, entertains, and builds rapport with your prospective audience so they feel a sense of connection with you, and ultimately they're going to buy your stuff. And that's what Traffic Geyser does. It goes out to all these sites in a matter of minutes. Now, if you'd like to try Traffic Geyser out free for 30 days, just go to trafficgeyser.com/free trial and give it a try.